Hello everyone and welcome to the technical guide of Mod.io, ranging from the basics like leveling to the more complicated stuff like arena. So, without further ado, let's get started with leveling. From mouse to pig you need to find some mud, then spam S shooting water at mushrooms. When upgrading to D tier, upgrade to Gazelle and farm mangoes near the fly traps, making your way near the nearest lava lake. Lava lakes are the orange bits on the map. Stay near the lava lake and farm until Fox tier using mangoes. Here you pick Fennec Fox tier and 8 melons. Stay on the desert upgrade line until you're at Eagle tier. When farming, make sure you let your upgrade timer run out so you get the most time eating melons in the lava. Just before your upgrade timer runs out, pick Eagle and fly to the center of Bottom River to eat frogs. Frogs spawn in these locations on the map. Use your Eagle's pickup ability to pick up frogs and eat them by stunning them whenever they drop. Upgrade to Saber-Tooth Tiger and continue eating frogs, but on the top river this time. Pick Elephant and now you can trump slap frogs even while they're underwater. Your Elephant's ability one-shots frogs so you can eat multiple at once. Now you have options. Pterodactyl can look for golden pumpkins, but it's best to stick with Phoenix or Dragon. Phoenix can fight people on lava on big servers, or in small servers it can run around eating melons at the volcano. As Dragon, you should eat sea conches as shown. It's the safest route if you're bad at PvP or you're being targeted at the volcano. Eventually you upgrade to 5 mil tier. You're given more options here, but the fastest way and arguably most consistent monster is the Dino Monster. The Dino Monster is the fastest non-bird animal in the game, and its dash ability make cactus farming easier. In the desert as a dino, you should avoid most confrontations as if they're a scorpion or a land monster that can just simply outdamage you. Another 5 mil is the Scorpion. The Scorpion is a slower but more effective desert farmer because it completely trolls the desert but has less movement. The Sting ability can completely wall the Dino Monster and it can take 1v2s and 1v1s with both Dino and Land Monsters. Final viable option is the Land Monster. It's great for people who are new to the game. The Sinkhole ability traps animals for 4 seconds and is almost guaranteed to kill anyone they trap. It is very weak to Dino Monsters, so don't take fights with them unless you're in the volcano or desert. Here's what farming as a Dino Monster looks like. Whenever you get to Black Dragon, there's only one tier above you, the King Dragon. To become a King Dragon, you need to kill one of every Apex tier as BD. You can also steal another Black Dragon's Apexes whenever you kill them. As BD, you can press S to see your progress towards King Dragon. It is useful to have a team when farming to KD, otherwise some of the more obscure Apexes will be more impossible for you to get. For example, the Ice Monster. Nobody picks it willingly. For example, I had to give someone a Tail Bite to upgrade a T-Rex, an Apex I needed. In doing so, I promised to upgrade them back to 1 mil tier after. Do note that one team member can only grant 2 Apexes every 30 minutes, so you need multiple people and sometimes a recruitment of randoms. Eventually, after collecting all the Apexes, you'll be rewarded with a legendary King Dragon. The King Dragon has 2 abilities. Press S to use Tap Slap, doing massive damage, and hold W or right click to shoot a stream of fire. King Dragon gets stronger the more XP it has, because the fire streaming duration increases. Cactus farming in desert is the best way, however you need to be wary of any potential hunters that could attack you while you're away from lava. This is what being hunted off of spawn looks like. While being hunted, you do not need to bite if they took a KD tick at the start. You do need one bite if they didn't, assuming they never bite you. Here's what it looks like as a hunter. As a hunter, you need to bite once for every tick you take, and twice for every time you are bit. Being at 20 mil unlocks triple fire, and reduces the amount of bites you need by 1. A KD missing tail slap almost guarantees their demise. This is the end of the leveling section, and on to Section 2, Arena. I already have a full guide on 1v1 Arena in the description. However, I have improved since then. Let me show you a 1 meal tier fight. The difference is that your boosts move you a lot more. A new strategy I learned is holding angles. It's very effective for if people are attacking and you need to defend. To do this, you need to make sure that your tail is always in an angle greater than 20 degrees. Holding an angle makes you a lot harder to attack, and you can punish people who do. This poor guy just gives up. Now, here's a 5 mil tier arena. It's a little different than the 1 mil tier because your boosts here are worth a little bit less than they were. This is Seabass, a very experienced player. A tactic I developed when I don't know what to do is just to follow their tail. I know it looks like I'm just flailing around, but it's tactical, I promise. Remember to keep away from the wall. Taking wall damage can quickly spiral into you getting health difference. Which begs the question. Poppychew, what the hell do you mean by getting health differenced? Well, let me show you. Take a look at this frame here, right? Notice how he's on 82% HP, despite being 4 bites down? Well, there's a reason for that, and I call it health difference. To break it down for you, you regen 1% of your health every second in Arena. Wall damage does 3% per tick, and biting does 10%. Arena closing burn does 3% every 0.5 seconds, netting to 5% every second. To explain differently, thinking of getting the first hit. Whenever you bite, but you're at 100% HP, you can't go above 100%, but he can still regen because he's at 90. For every second that you're at 100% and he's not, health difference increases by 1% in his favor. Which is why the score is 2-6, but we are at equal HP. Now, I'm gonna let the rest of this fight play out and let Livestream Poppychew take it away from here. Yeah, look at that health difference. There's a 60% health difference in his favor because he's defended so much and regen. One of the other types of arena is 10 mil arena. BD Auto Arena now works the same as this. 10 mil arena is my personal specialty. Your boost is worth a lot less, and arenas last a lot longer, leading to more intense fights. Hard defending is the best way to win BD Arena, but you need to adapt as you play and penetrate their defenses. Here's the whole fight.
I knew it since the beginning. I told them they never listen, but now they see that I'm gifted. I really put in the work, risking for my reward. Put my feet in the dirt and also water the soil. Eat callers for dinner, I'm screaming out, give me more. I know my future is brighter, that's why I gotta endure. Getting hot now, y'all gon' feel the burn. I was patient, I was waiting, now it's finally my turn. You ain't know, you gon' learn. You don't eat, you gon' starve. That's the reason every season I'ma keep on going hard. While I'm breathing, having reason to keep working for it all. Got a family to feed, I gotta be there when they call. Want the house with the lake, with the gates and the cars, won the race with the stars, have it all before I'm gone, I want it all before I'm gone, Keep on grinding till the morn, If you're sleeping on me, keep on snoring, I want it all before I'm gone. I want it all before I'm gone, I am not somebody you can put inside a box, and I'm not somebody who will let you take my spot. It's written on my face, I'm somebody who never stops. I do it because I gotta, I don't do it for your props. Now you can keep those, I'm aiming way higher than planes in Heathrow. And I'm sorry to say, but my cake can't be sold. And look, to be honest, either you got it or don't. But if you got a dream and a vision, put it in your mind that you gotta go out and get it. People try to stop you, it's so hard in the beginning, but you said that you a winner, so keep going, ain't no quitting. At this moment in time, I'm not just spitting lyrics, I'm giving you the words that put me in this position. Some people hear and some people listen. If you wanna be the best, then you gotta learn the difference. I want it all before I'm gone, Yeah, keep on grinding till the morn, Yeah, if you're sleeping on me, keep on snoring, I want it all before I'm gone. I want it all before I'm gone.
This is the final arena type. BD Arena is a best of 3 and becomes a very long and intense fight against good players.
Interstellar night space, no one else sees. In the underground, we're living low key. Diamonds in the sky, shades of pearl and green. Fire burning hearts in darkest places. There's never been a better time to feel alive. I found no way, we're past the lines where truth won't lie. Life is waiting on the other side. Follow me into the underground. Watch the world changing as the sun goes down. Follow me into the underground. Whoa, follow me into the underground. Follow me into the
Now we gotta get into the more technical stuff. I'm going to show you how to defend correctly. Right now, I'm holding an angle. Right now, I control the bottom Right now, I control the bottom right and he in the top left, and the bottom left and top right are not contested. Watch the center of your animal and look at it corresponding to the enemy. If you both boost and will overlap, then the quadrant is contested. You own a quadrant if you can safely back boost and not risk getting bit. They own it if you cannot safely wind back and take a free bite. Now there's another thing. The arena closing burn. This is constant damage, 3% every 0.5 seconds and 5% every second, corresponding to 1% regen to HP. You stop burning for 3 seconds after you bite, totaling for an extra 25% of health difference in your favor if you bite them. I'm really bad at arena closing burn, as you can see. This is an example of how adapting in a fight can lead to a clutch. This was a 13-minute fight. And the time it took me to edit this, Arena now favors health and lava difference immensely more. Lava difference is health difference, except you regen lava from bites instead of 1% every second. Lava game is the act of stalling out your opponent so much that they can no longer boost since they have spam boosted so much. You can achieve this by either A, hard defending and baiting them into the boosting, or B, pressure them into using their boost before you run out. Knowing when and when not to boost is crucial. This, however, is an acquired skill, not something I can simply tell you. Lava usage is much easier to calculate against a black dragon since their winds fade whenever they drop below 40% lava, and it continues getting darker as they run out. Keeping track of another person's lava usage is easier said than done, however, for anything that isn't a black dragon. The low lava and water indicator appears at or below 25%. Now all you have to do is let them bleed out. They have 6 boosts left whenever the indicator appears. How exactly do I know they have 6? Because I'm a nerd! No, but really, this little lava's percentage thing on all of my streams. So, looking closely, you can see how whenever I boost and when I can't. Looking even closer with a ruler can tell you exactly how much every action takes and gives to your lava. Based on this, I can say that boosting uses 2%, getting a bite gives 5%, getting bit takes 3%, and the easiest way to calculate a lava game is to count boosts. You need to subtract 5 boosts for every 2 bites on you and add 3 boosts for every 2 bites. Now let's get back to this arena. I'm currently losing 6 to 7 with a 10% health difference in my opponent's favor. However, I know that I have more lava than him since I've boosted significantly less than him. In this situation, if you are down on health, but you have more lava, you have options. Crank up the heat and start attacking a lot, or you can sizzle him and hard defend, until the health difference erodes via regeneration. In another situation where you are up on health but you have less lava, you should honestly just play defensive. They need damage you to win, so just sit tight and let them come to you. I chose the defending option, and this guy begins to get frustrated.
Shoot, shoot, yeah, shoot, shoot, yeah, shoot, yeah, shoot.
In this situation, I am both up on lava and up on health. Now, you should just start hammering on the damage and not worry about being bit as much. If they bite you, just attempt to take back with a revenge bite. A revenge bite is an attack used during your 3-second invincibility you get after you being bit. If used correctly, the opponent has to sacrifice 1 to 2 boosts to safely escape. Now let's watch the rest of this fight.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
This is the final arena section. A golden rule during an arena is to always stay calm. You could be losing by a mile and still pull it back. This is probably the best clutch I have ever done against Shapuware. This is final fight. I have to go after this. Where's my 20 bucks? Look at that screenshot. Look at that screenshot. I'm putting that in a video. That's going in a video, by the way. Now on to Section 3, Other Fights. There's a big difference between Arena and outside of Arena. Outside of Arena, you only need 1 to 2 bites to win if you spam fire. The smaller animal is at an advantage because more fire is hit, usually. When you are bigger, you should just hard defend. Other factors, such as others biting or using their abilities, can hinder a 1v1. Here's an example of BD's size mattering. Now that I'm smaller, I have an advantage. Here's a prime example of the difference between inside and outside of Arena. This guy's completely better than me at Arena, however, he's not prepared for what's to come. He's also an example of why being arrogant will get you killed in this game, even to someone who will just get 25 to 10 in Arena. Let me show you what he was on about. Pay very close attention to what happens next. This guy wins an arena and attacks me. And the guy who just beat me randomly appears. Of course he pops up right whenever. He then proceeds to 2v1 me. I notice he's bigger and is disadvantaged because of it, and although I'm on 50% HP, I'm confident in my chances here. Never say GG too early. This random guy comes in and starts another 2v1. Thankfully, he leaves me alone. The kill gets stolen and I make a run for it. However, I'm being chased by a BD and his teammate. I know that in order to have a chance at winning, I need to kill this golden land. A Sabertooth gives me the opportunity needed to make the kill. I can now initiate this very risky 1 versus 1. The land I just killed gets the BD kill. Willie and his teammate. Another 2v1. I instantly realize that my only chance is to run them out of lava. I stop sprinting to conserve lava. I notice Wooly on 25% lava and his teammate on 30%, likely to do damage BD ticks. His teammate runs to heal. After I notice him start taking damage, I initiate a very safe 1v1. He comes back 3 minutes later with his friend's XP. Here, I think of my options. He has a land monster teammate, but hasn't gotten a chance to get lava. I can take him back where he died the last time, the oh so beautiful ocean. I did do a mistake here by staying on the stone. Now the fight is more sloppy than it would have been. Reason being, my entire plan was to stall him out of lava. Him being on the stone means he regens it. Time to steer. All I have to do, since I have more lava, is just wait for him to run out, since he will first. Judging by his wings, I can tell he's on about 35% lava. I engage him too early, and on the stone, allowing him to regen lava. My plan falls apart, and I'm now down on health. He can no longer be stalled out, and I have to bite him twice to win. Thankfully, with a little bit of luck and a bonk with a coconut, I survived the encounter. Mope is still a very fun game, however, you need people in order for the game to be as fun. Toxicity never solves anything, and it only causes problems. Anyway, here's a clip of 8 Donner monsters and 2 land monsters touching a black dragon.
He's being rad. Give me that.